What's going on, y'all? I'm Czar, and in this video we're going to take a look at what I feel are 4 of the best plugins for lo-fi vocals. And these are 4 plugins that I use frequently when I'm going for a lo-fi vocal effect. Now, of course, I'll have a link in the description if y'all want to check any of these out, learn more about them, or pick them up. We're going to get right into this. The vocal is from an artist named Ambi, and I've got a delay on the vocal, but we're going to listen to it real quick without any effects on the vocal, as far as any EQ, compression, lo-fi effects, anything like that. This is just the raw vocal with delay on it.
These walls are breathing and sculpting all around me. Many televisions giving off those waves. It forms in bundles.
Okay, and just as a disclaimer as well, I do have some EQ on the vocal that was printed in with the hardware EQ. This is an old session. I forgot what was used, but there's no other effects on the actual vocal itself. Now, let's get right into this. The first one we're going to look at is Dirty Tape from Softube. A really easy to use plugin, especially for lo-fi effects. It's emulating a tape machine, and the name Dirty Tape comes from being able to really drive this and get dirty sounds with it. So for the controls, we have this drive, which is going to obviously drive the tape saturation. But with this dirt, we can go from clean all the way to bad. When it's at bad, turned all the way, you're going to hear like tape dropouts, and it's going to get really crunchy and distorted. We'll check that out. If you're in stereo, you can either decouple it or have it linked. And we have a low cut filter here as well, and then output volume. All right, so let's turn on Dirty Tape and let's make this vocal more lo-fi.
These walls are breathing and sculpting all around me. Many televisions.
So you can hear those dropouts that you have, and that's because I have this turned all the way to bad. So I'm going to put this in the middle and get something that I feel be more usable for what I'm going for on this vocal.
These walls are breathing and sculpting all around me. Many televisions giving off those waves.
All right, let's bypass it.
These walls are breathing and sculpting all around me. Many televisions.
And one more time with it.
These walls are breathing and sculpting all around me.
All right, so like I said, that Dirty Tape is easy to use because we have just a few controls that we have here. Next one we're going to look at is Wave's RetroFi, which is one of my favorites just because all of the options that it has here, which can look a little intimidating with all the buttons and knobs, but this is really broken up into 4 different sections. You've got the device section, space, noise, and mechanics. And we're going to turn off mechanics and just deal with the device right now. So input gain, we've got, and you can see different EQ curves as we change this. And then I love this styler because it's going to put it from the 80s, 70s, 60s, and 50s. And then we have tone to further adjust that. All right, let's put this up to the 80s, and let's go through this and hear how we can make this vocal sound more lo-fi with RetroFi.
These walls are breathing and sculpting all around me. Many televisions giving off those waves. It forms in bundles, breathing life in everything I hear. A bitter patching, a zillion hearts in one.
All right, so those are different styles. Let's look over at noise, which when I turn this on, you hear we have cassette 1. And here's a pro tip with RetroFi. Instead of, if you're looking to audition these, you don't have to go through each one of them in the drop down. You can actually click on them and it'll audition through each one. So let's audition some of these. All right, now let's add that to the vocal.
These walls are breathing and sculpting all around me. Many televisions giving off those waves. It forms in bundles.
All right, lastly, let's add in the mechanics, which again is that wow and flutter effect from a tape machine. We've got speed, and we've got wobble, and we've got wow. Let's put this one down for now. Let's put B down, and we'll start with A.
These walls are breathing and sculpting all around me. Many televisions.
All right, now let's do B. And of course, since we have A and B available, we can, blend the two or use both of them at the same time. But that was A. Let's do B.
These walls are breathing and sculpting all around me. Many televisions giving off those waves.
All right, let's do B.
These walls are breathing and sculpting all around me. Many televisions giving off those waves.
All right, that's RetroFi from Waves. Next, we have tape Mello-Fi from Arturia. This we got a preamp and tape section here, and let's see. Let's take these off, and we've got drive, which we can. This is going to increase a lot of gain into the drive, and we have tone as well. We can increase the noise, which would kind of be like the mechanics that we had. Then we have wow and flutter from tape machine, and we have a low pass and high pass filter that we can blend between. More to the left will be low pass, more to the right will be high pass. All right, let's play this and then bring in Mello-Fi.
These walls are breathing and sculpting all around me. Many televisions giving off those waves. It forms in bundles, breathing life in everything I hear. A pitter-pattering, a zillion hearts in one. These walls are breathing, sculpting all around me. Many televisions giving off those waves.
All right, last thing with Mello-Fi is we have a tape stop effect, which is always nice to have. We'll set this to a bar, and when you just hit play, which of course this is automatable, it will give you that tape stop effect.
These walls are breathing around me. Many televisions giving off those waves.
All right, that's tape Mello-Fi. The last we're going to look at is from Black Salt Audio, and this is Telo-Fi. So Telo-Fi, let's reset this, and so Telo-Fi, minimal controls here, but we have the effect, which is going to give like a bandpass effect. We've got tone, dirt, which is going to add that distortion, and we've got compression, and then we have slap. And then the bottom right, we've got a mix between your wet and dry. This Telo-Fi is another one of my favorites just because of the tone that we can get with it. Let's check it out.
These walls are breathing and sculpting all around me. Many televisions giving off those waves. It forms in bundles, breathing life in everything I hear. A bitter patching, a zillion hearts in one. These walls are breathing and sculpting all around me. Many televisions giving off those waves. It forms in bundles, breathing life in everything I hear. A bitter patching, a zillion hearts in one.
All right, so you can hear why Telo is one of my favorites. There are a lot of usable effects that we can get there just to change the tone of that vocal and give it a more lo-fi effect. Definitely comment and let me know, what do you use for lo-fi effects for vocals, and what do you think about these 4 plugins that I showed here today? Again, I'll have a link in the description if y'all want to check these out, learn more about them, or pick them up. I think all of them are on sale right now except for the Mello-fi, but you know, we've got Black Friday coming up soon, so definitely be looking for that if you're looking to pick that up on sale. All right, if you enjoyed this video, I appreciate a thumbs up, and if y'all want to continue to see content from me, then y'all know what to do.